Obviously we just finished listening to the Drake and 21 Savage album Her Loss, and it was great. I very much enjoyed the project. I very much enjoyed it. However, there is a big controversy surrounding it that I kind of wanted to talk about here. So let's go ahead and discuss this. Let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit. So on one of the songs, which was one of my favorite songs, Circo Loco, Drake decides to chime in on a situation that I kind of don't think he should have chimed in. But regardless, the Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion situation, we all already know what this is about. But here we go. This is the bar in question, where Drake says, "This bitch lie about getting shot, but she's still a stallion." Meg Thee Stallion fires back, saying, "Stop using my shooting for clout, bitch ass niggas. Since when the fuck is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You niggas, especially rap niggas, are lame. Ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dog pile on a black woman when she say one of y'all homeboys abused her." But it gets worse, because I didn't notice this bar at first, but there is another bar that is also a shot at Meg Thee Stallion, which is very weird to me. And Drake says, "Shorty say she graduated, she ain't learned enough. Play your album track 1K, I heard enough." So I think very clearly this is directed towards Megan Thee Stallion. Especially, the line about getting shot. I think that's very weird. So this has a lot of people up in a tizzy, because obviously that whole Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion thing is very iffy, and a lot of people have different opinions about it. My opinion on it is the fact that Meg clearly got shot. It doesn't matter. Let's say, for example, we even want to give you the benefit of the doubt and say it wasn't Tory. Regardless, Meg got shot. That is fact. That is what happened, right? So to make light of that situation, or to make or to sort of poke holes in it or whatever, I think is very damaging, because women in particular don't really feel safe coming out about abuse or anything like that. And we saw this whole thing with the huge exodus that happened in Hollywood, where women started coming out about Harvey Weinstein and all this stuff, and about just men in general abusing their power, and men just abusing women in general and being able to get away with it because men are so connected. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to go up against a dude in this type of a situation when he has such a large platform, and when he's so well connected, because it can negatively impact you, right? And a lot of people say, "Oh, Meg is doing this shit for clout. Meg is lying for clout, whatever. Who would want this attention?" Ever since Meg has come out about this, she has been nonstop harassed, nonstop shit talked to her, Drake mentioning the shit in songs. Who the fuck would sign up for this, right? So the fact that people are so quick to write it off as, "Oh, Meg lying, Meg doing it for clout, Meg this, Meg that, whatever." Why would she, what does she have to gain to lie about this type of a situation? I think that's the biggest question mark there, right? But regardless, obviously, I wasn't there, you weren't there. None of us really know what happened. But the fact that it is such a point of contention in the hip hop community, and that people bring it up so much, and that people continuously attack Megan Thee Stallion over this, and, cast doubt on her. Why is all the doubt being casted on her, rather than even if you were kind of iffy on the situation, why would you not just take a more apprehensive approach, regardless of where you stood on this thing? I think Drake putting this in a song makes no fucking sense whatsoever. So to me, it's I cannot understand why Drake threw this shit in there. Does anybody know why? What does he have to gain from that? And last I checked, him and Tory Lanez weren't even really cool. So what the fuck is the problem? So Megan Thee Stallion ended up deleting that tweet that I showed earlier, and has now tweeted some different things. So let's go ahead and look at these tweets. She says, "I know I'm very popular, but y'all gotta stop attaching weak ass conspiracy theories and bars to my name. Niggas nor hoes ever address me or at me with a fact or receipts. I am clout, bitch, keep sucking my pussy." And then she also says this: when the motherfucking facts come out, remember all y'all hoe ass favorite rappers that stood behind a nigga that shot a female. People attack me, y'all go up for it. I defend myself, now I'm doing too much. Every time, it never ends, and this did not happen until I came out and said I got shot. Y'all don't fuck with me? Okay, cool, fuck it, bye. So obviously, Megan Thee Stallion is very upset at this situation because she got shot, and people keep trivializing it. People keep downplaying it or calling her a liar and all this shit. And like, look at the attention that she's been getting. This is what I mean by like, why even come out with all this fake shit if this was the sort of attention she was going to get in the first place, right? Hold up, Tory Lanez tweeted some shit 3 hours ago. So this was about 2 hours before the album actually came out at 10:09 p.m. Eastern. Tory Lanez tweeted out a shrugging emoji. Did he potentially know this was going to happen beforehand? Mayhaps, maybe. But regardless of like what the truth ends up being, because obviously, you know, I'm not a fortune teller. I wasn't there at the situation. All that we do know is that doctors confirmed they found, I believe it was like 3 bullet fragments in Megan Thee Stallion's foot. So at the very least, she was shot on that day. Now, initially, the police reports, she said that she stepped on glass or whatever. And she's talked about this many times as well, where she said that, you know, what is she going to do? Like tell cops that a black man shot her and all that stuff, with all the tension around police officers and black folks and stuff like that. Like, she didn't really want to put anybody in that situation at that time. And then also, she really tried to give Tory Lanez a chance. The only reason why she even came out with this shit in the first place was because I believe Tory Lanez was talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tory Lanez was going nuts. So then that's when Meg Thee Stallion even brought this shit up to begin with. So in this whole situation, like, it's just a really weird move from Drake to put that on this song. And especially because it was one of my favorite songs on this album, it really diminishes the quality of that song to me personally. Now, obviously, you guys can have your own opinions, and I'm sure you guys will let me know what your opinions are in the comment section. But other than that, like, I did really enjoy this album. But that whole Meg Thee Stallion thing, like, it really rubs me the wrong way, because here I was about to celebrate Drake and be like, wow, this is actually, like, in my opinion, this shit was his best work since, if you're reading this. And, you know, huge thank you to 21 for doing that as well. Does this ruin the whole album for me? No. Will I probably listen to this song the same? Definitely not. This has negatively impacted this song for me. The thing is that it makes absolutely zero sense for Drake to weigh in on this when Drake doesn't weigh in on things like this ever. You know what I mean? Like, shit, you know what would have made sense for him to weigh in on? Kanye West being an anti-Semite. Bro, you're Jewish. Your family is Jewish. I feel like that would have been a good thing to stand on. And he did have something for Kanye. I think he said some shit on one of the songs talking about, like, oh, I linked with my ops, I did it for Jay Prince or something like that, whatever the fuck, referring to when him and Kanye made up for that Free Larry Hoover concert or whatever. Like, I get that, but that's like not the same. Like, I just feel like, why don't people like carry this energy for a lot of the weirdos and a lot of the liars in rap music that are out there right now? Like, it just doesn't make any sense why Meg Thee Stallion is the target. Like, why her of all people? Is it because she's just a woman? I mean, that's the very easy answer, of course. It makes no sense to me. And I'm honestly, like, I'm disappointed in Drake, to be honest. Not like that I held him in a high regard or anything like that, but it's just a really weird thing for him to do on this. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you guys think of this Drake Meg Thee Stallion situation? Shit, let me know all that. I stream on Twitch Monday through Friday. Y'all could peep me out there. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think.